11 build is here. You know what? I'm about to peace out of this server and go to my first raid zone server. And it might be amazing or it might be absolutely terrible. As from what I've heard, it's either great or it's terrible. So I'm going to find out for myself. But this is my season 11 build. I think my living space, which is in my second floor, is by far the best I've ever decorated. And that might be because we have more things to decorate with. Let me show you around. First of all, good to see you. Welcome back. Yep, season 11, I believe. 1-1. Okay. Here's what we've got going on. Whoops. Here's what we've got going on. It's rounded again. Here's the main living. First floor is like, I have my bedroom. I have crafting storage. Second level is like the living quarters. And then third level is like scientific experiments, like a botanist. And then on the roof, you got all the experiments out. Botanist. And then over here's my there's nothing in here to support. But here's my my farm and all of collection, water, oil, refining, all that good stuff. But overall, I think this was pretty cool. I think this was a fun build for me. I was going to do tower. If you watched my season 10 build, I said, I'm going to do a tower. And then I realized if I did it like a tower, there'd be so many empty floors because you know me. And if you don't, I love small detail decorating. That is my absolute favorite. I love to detail everything I possibly can. So I was like, tower. And then I started building it, actually. I was on fourth floor. Jeez. And I was like, there's nothing going to be on some of these floors. Like, it's going to be empty. It's going to look like crap. So I decided to scrap it, rebuild the foundation into this strange shape, and then went from there. Well, let's go inside, shall we? Let's go inside, shall we? Entry. Got little turnstiles. What they're called? Some plants. Off to the right's crafting. Off to the left is my bedroom. Let's go to the bedroom first. A little dark in here, but that's okay. Shelving. Bed. These 3-tier nightstands or end tables from this current battle pass is absolutely incredible. I love it so much. So I got 2 of those. A little bit of lighting. Shelving. I didn't want to go too crazy on the bottom floor with, you know, the fine details. TV over here. Nothing special. Storage, processing, crafting, all that good stuff is here, right here. We walk up the stairs. This is going to be the living quarters of the whole base. Wanted a focal point because it was just kind of empty, and I was like, okay, I'll just put table and then illuminated page was one of my favorite things for decoration. Off to the right is a sitting area, lounge area. Off to the left, we got kitchen, seating, all that stuff. So we'll go over here. Got some, got the kitchen right here. I think this turned out really nice. And if you go over this way, it's a little bit of seating. Couldn't put anything on the shelves because, once again, we are full. 250. Head over here. Also more lounging, but it wraps around. So that's kind of cool. It kind of mirrors a little bit, but then it expands on the idea going around the side of the base. But go over here. We got our sitting area, lounging area. I think this turned out phenomenal, and big credit to the current season battle pass. The table, the end tables, this little love seat, lounge booth. Incredible. Absolutely love that. And then here's the wraparound right here. Got our wish machine, and then more seating. This amazing. Look at this. You can close it, right? The Gilded Wings cabinet. It's got a little area you can store things on the inside. You open it, butterflies come out, the back illuminates. It's a 3-tiered opening, and then it's got a little storage you could put stuff on there, so I did. Absolutely incredible. One of the coolest pieces of furniture I think this game has. And then here it just keeps wrapping around back to the kitchen. This was a cool little lounging area, an extended idea. Little cozy wish machine area. And then if you go this way, restroom. And I think this turned out great. Fantastic. My thing's not showing. You got your standard bathroom. I think it was kind of minimal, which was great, but it looks really nice. Head out this way. And then the top floor, nothing super special. I kind of ran out because I was too busy decorating that middle. But this is like a scientific floor where the botanists would work on stuff. So all my deviants are over there. Workstations. Kind of ran out of stuff. But there's a lot of plants. Little storage area over here. More storage. Plants that we're studying. Look, we got a little tour guide. More of that. So I kind of ran out, and I didn't want to... I loved my living area so much that I didn't want to do too much up here. And that's where... I guess I still haven't learned my lesson. I need to shrink down all my builds. Or do the master builder. I get, what, 50 more slots for decorating? But... I don't know, man. I think I just need to shrink everything down. And I've been saying that forever. And then the top is like a garden. I think this is a really cool area, too. Got a little sitting area here. Painting. Little picnic area. A lot of trees. Got some rocks for landscaping. Got a little bit of a water feature right here. Nice tranquil top end right here. I think this turned out pretty nice. And over here, like I just said, this is the farm. It was an elevated farm. I usually build all my farms at like the first floor. It was like, well, it'd be kind of cool to like connect it with a little sky bridge kind of a thing. And then we have irrigation that's up there. As everything's empty since we're leaving. Yeah, that wraps around. And that's my farm. But I think, like I said at the beginning of the video, I think this is my favorite decorating job that I've done as of right now. I think the shape was interesting. And just like every other season, I'm going to say I need to stop building things that are too big because I do like the fine details. So I'm going to try to keep my next build maybe 1.5 floors at very most. That way I can get everything I want in the base. And I'm going to also shy away from like the scientific look as well on the outside, which I've done for 2 seasons. But it's so cool looking. It's such a cool building set. I really enjoyed it. But, you know, it's overstayed its welcome. I'm gonna change it up. But let me know what you think. If you have any ideas for me or themes that you want me to accomplish in the next build, or something to work on, something to be conscious of, or if you have any design ideas, details, something like a little trick or two, like these little extended dark low cabinets. You put 4 of them together, they look like a little floating islands. You can put seats there. That was a cool little trick I learned on YouTube. If there's anything like that, let me know. Let me know what your favorite room is, favorite floor. But that is going to wrap it up for the season 11 build. We're heading to Raid Zone. If you want to catch us live, we're Sunday through Wednesday. We're going to be trying out Raid Zone. And if I don't like it, then I'll be peacing out of that. And that's fine, because I've heard great things and I've heard terrible things. But they just did a kind of an update for Raid Zone, so we're gonna check that out today, which is the 24th if you're watching this. But yeah, if If you had a great time watching this, subscribe here. Like I said, live Sunday through Wednesday. Press the like button. That helps us grow here on YouTube. Appreciate you watching, and I will see you back here for, you know what? I don't know if there's going to be a Season 11 build because they can raid my stuff. If I can get something down that doesn't get destroyed, you'll see it. If not, I'll be back in PV. You'll see another build video at some point. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Take care of yourself. See you next time.